We've spent our whole lives being taught everything has a condition. You know, your worth is conditional to what you achieve. Your relationships are conditional to what they do for you. Everybody's been taught that there's a condition to love. And I was born with this ability to just love and accept people for exactly who they are and how they are. And so the easiest way I can describe it is to tell you about the very first client that ever walked through my door, because it's just the easiest way to explain it. Very first time I ever did a reading out in the public, this woman came in and she was just beaten down beyond. And as soon as she sat down, I knew that she was a prostitute. I knew that's what she did for a living. And I was able to pick up immediately that she had a young child that she needed to take care of and had no life skills as far as what she could do. And she was a beautiful girl, so she took that route. And so through the entire session that I was with her, it was all about empowerment and how proud she needs to be of herself. She's willing to do absolutely anything it takes to do what she has to do to raise her child, and how much she needs to love herself. And halfway through the session, she looked at me and she's like, I don't understand. And I said, what do you don't understand? She said, I'm a hooker. That's what I do. And I looked at her, I'm like, absolutely, that's what you do, but you do it, like you have such a valid reason. It doesn't matter what we do in our lives. We have reasons for why we do them, whether anyone can understand them or they can't. We have a reason for why we do them. It doesn't matter how good it is or how bad it is. We have reasons. And so by the time I was done with the session, she was actually motivated, and she came to see me 7 years later, and that same woman is one of the top lawyers in Calgary, and she specializes in the prostitution world, and she specializes in getting them off of their cases and giving them motivation and inspiration to be able to achieve anything. And she came to see me 7 years ago, and she looked at me and she said, you're the first person that ever made me feel like what I was doing wasn't dirty, and it wasn't unclean, and it wasn't, I was doing it for a reason. And as soon as you showed me that there was a reason, it gave me a reason to do it for an even bigger reason. And that's what unconditional love is. It's not, we get so caught up in what people are doing or what people say or what people believe or what people do, and you've never lived their life. You don't know their outcome. You don't know their traumas. You don't know why they do what they do. The only thing you do know is that there's a why.